What's up, guys? Today I want to show you how you can really snowball your lead with Ekko and make sure the enemies FF at 20 minutes, basically. Now, the rune setup that I'm running in this game is Electrocute and Sorcery second. Now, why am I running this setup? Because I like building Rocket Belt, and I believe that this kind of rune setup, it really makes Rocket Belt quite a viable and actually very good feeling item in my in the first couple of games that I've played here since coming back. So yeah, as you can see, of course, always starting Raptors in this current meta. Always basically full clearing. I'm not really gonna go too much into how to clear and stuff. If you wanna learn how to clear, just watch a video for that. As you can see, of course, my bot lane was winning. And I also want to say, like, of course, this was just a game where I had a pretty solid team here, right? Like my team was playing well. You're gonna have games where your team is just not playing well, and you're gonna have games where your team is playing well. But both of these games are still winnable and losable, right? And I think the point, or like the thing I want to showcase in this video specifically is how to close out these games where your team is winning. Because I think the game before, actually, it was also going well in the early game, but we lost, right? And this game, we won mainly because I simply made the right choices most of the game. And here you can see I'm taking the crab. Like, I'm also pinging for help. Of course, my bot lane is pushed in, but thankfully the Talia's top side, so this crab is uncontested. And here you can see the bot lane, they really don't respect me coming in. And of course, we also, like, I know, I don't know, oh no, they even pinged, right? They even pinged, they have no sums, so this is a really good gank opportunity. And it's quite, like, I could have pathed here, but I didn't know if it was worded here or here, so I just took the choice or made the choice and went back here. Also leaving a little word here, which could potentially be nice, so yeah, now I'm just walking in from behind, and the Tomcat gets eat, so he's just dead, right? Like, there's nothing really that he can do here. And now I just base. No reason to overstay anything. Really important, just base here. Get the Dark Seal, 2 Amp Tomes. Always prioritize the AP, guys. Like, don't ever build the ability haste or anything like that, really. From the Rocket Belt, always prioritize getting the AP, of course. And now we're just back to clearing. And here is, like, actually now this is really important. Like, this is probably the best play I made all game, and it might seem so small, but this is really how you get the snowball rolling. Because I saw Talia was here. I actually did not see how low she was. Like, I just saw on the minimap that she was down here. And I know something, right? What do I know? I know that before she started bot side, because she took this top side crab, so I know that the jungle is mirrored here, right? And I know that my wolves are coming up in 15 seconds, so I know hers will also come up in 15 seconds. And because I know that she lost some tempo in the fight here, I know that I have a timing to invade. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So you can see, right, like, she still at her raptors, she actually smited them, so because of that she was a little bit faster than I even anticipated. But you can see I'm still here, I'm still gone by the time that she's here. And this is also really important. Take the small win. Take the small win. Like, some greedy motherfuckers, they would have tried to get the Gromp or maybe fight the Talia. You know, if she was a little bit lower, I might have actually fought her, but I think because of the healing she got from the camps, it's probably the right decision to not fight, because Orianna is also coming here, and I mean, she doesn't have flash, but I just don't think I one-shot her here, right? I don't think, and then Ambassador can move, so it's likely, if I even kill her, it's likely just gonna be a trade. So I would much rather just take the small win, take that one camp away. It's like I'm taking away 25% of her income and getting it, so it's basically a 50% increase for me. Think about it like that. So this small win is actually not even that small. Now, of course, I'm just going back here. I'm also in a great position to get the crab, which is another another thing that I'm gonna be able to take away from her and get myself, of course. Orianna is kind of posturing here, and I personally, like, I would not have gone on her, but the Thresh, of course, he flashes in, hits a nice hook, so we also get the Orianna here, which is, of course, a nice little bonus, because now we also have good pressure on the Drake. And of course I get the grab really quick. This game my team actually, like this bot lane was definitely nice to play with because they also, like, I mean, especially this Thresh, like this Thresh, he really enabled us quite hard. I assume that he also enabled the early 2 kills from the bot lane. So yeah, here we just get them again. I definitely wanted to get my treasure hunter stack here. I didn't mind not getting the kills, you know. In general, of course, as Ekko, it's nice to get kills, but don't get mad. Like, I used to get so mad in the past not getting kills, but that doesn't help you win games. So just be happy that you get the kills. And then here, you know, they just leave. I mean, we kind of chase them because they're a little bit cut off here, but this definitely was like, I don't know, I don't think it was necessarily the wrong decision to chase here, but I think we could have also just went back to farming. I mean, we'll see in a second here. The Orianna, she has to flash, but the Yorick also dies for it, so it's kind of a, yeah, you know. And in this situation, also really important, I mean, don't do anything stupid here and try to go for a steal. Especially, like, no matter what, but especially if your jungle is up. It's 10 out of 10 times, it's always the better decision to just clear the jungle and give it up, you know. Sometimes, like, you would just be making a somewhat bad situation with the Yorick dying worse by going for anything risky or anything that's not guaranteed. Like, overall, League of Legends and especially jungling is so much, it's really just about taking the guaranteed plays. And here also, again, I'm basing. Why am I basing instead of going bot? Because I had so little items. I only had, what, 2 Amp Toms and Dark Seal. I have 2k gold, so I have my Rocket Belt in base. These are the things that are really gonna keep your tempo up, right? And especially, you can see the crab. I'm already pinging that I'm on my way to the crab, which if my team, if they know how to play the game a little bit, they will just shove in the wave or at least, you know, take control when I ping this. And crabs, they're really important. You can see already, like this Talia, she's not playing horribly or anything, but still I'm just ahead because of these small decisions like invading here and focusing on the crabs. And because of that, I'm just so much stronger than her at this point in time. And I'll just keep getting stronger, right? I'm just gonna keep snowballing. And here again, I think, you know, you could look for something on bot. You see this guy's low mana, but no, like, my jungle is up. That's literally more than a kill, right? Like, that's more than a kill worth of gold, more XP, way more XP, because of course kill XP will be shared. And on top of that, it will also make the jungle respawn, which is really important. You need to understand, like, when you don't clear your jungle, it's basically like you're turning the waves off for a laner, because, you know, it's just no more income. Also, small note here, I'm not skilling my ult, of course, because you just want to hide your ult clone. Like, just don't skill your ult at level 6. Learn to just skill it quickly. Here we see the Talia, of course, looking to do something on top. I was not quite fast enough to save the Yorick, but I'm still moving here because I'm just so strong, right? And here you'll also see in a second the value of Rocket Belt. Actually, never mind, that's a later. never mind. Forget what I just said. That's a later situation that's quite similar. So here again, no stupid plays. Just take the wave, clear the camps. Now you can see the Thresh is also moving mid, so this definitely, like, I love playing with champs like Malzahar that are just point-to-click CC because it's just free kills. And as Ekko, getting free kills is a really good way to win games. Honestly, here I also made sure to get the kill, or not made sure, but I wanted the kill because I just know that if this, the more ahead I get, the less the enemies will be able to play the game, pretty much. And now, of course, again, crab is spawning. I have solid gold here. I think I get a needlessly large rod probably. I don't really prioritize boots. Like, if you can get the needlessly large rod, it's better in these situations. Mostly because you might end up in a situation in the future where you simply don't have 1.2k, and then you'll be able to buy the boots and maybe an amp tome or something like that, right? So right now, of course, I'm a little bit slow, but it's whatever, you know. You don't need to have boots at 12 minutes necessarily. Although I do have to say, like, the Sork boots, they do feel quite well. They do feel quite nice, like, damage-wise, when you get them, especially when you're already a little bit ahead. And then here, they saw me move in here. If they hadn't seen me, I probably would have done a lot here, but it was still fine. Like, here you can see I flashed for the thing. Maybe I could have stayed on this guy, but I doubt I kill him. He has 2k HP, so he'll probably just leave, and now we just chase down the Talia. Don't get anything from that. And then here actually it's also this Thrashman. He really enabled me so hard in just overall this game. I always say, I think support, honestly, having a good support is really the most important thing as a jungler, at least as a carry focused jungler. Having a good support is just making your games so much easier. Then here you can see, of course, I'm telling the Kalista, or I'm asking her if she can come. At this point, I'm not that weak anymore, right? So it's okay that she stays bot here. But early game, it's definitely quite rough as Ekko. Also, by the way, second item, as you might suspect, it's Shadow Flame. And Shadow Flame, I think it serves multiple purposes. First of all, oh wait, let me first talk about this. I mean, here I can see that Talia is low, so I'm just looking to make a play, right? At this point, I'm so safe. I still have my ult. I still have Rocket Belt up. I don't have Flash, but it's whatever, right? I know that it's only these two guys, and I'm just hoping that she'll walk in here and, you know, not respect me. But they had a ward, so they engage on me here. I think she missed her W, otherwise that might have got me much lower, but I just ult instantly, didn't even have to in this situation, but it's whatever, you know, better safe than sorry. And now I just base because I have solid gold here. I think in this situation I actually do buy the boots because now I feel like, you know, 14 minutes, most people, they have boots, I don't want to be slower than them the whole time, and the flat magic pen, the earlier you get it, the more valuable it is, right? So because of that, I do buy the boots here. Here, I just get the red. I don't get the rest of my counts because I want the grab, of course. And now you can see I'm also mostly ignoring top because, you know, just like, I don't need to save this guy. Like, I don't need to save this guy. I'd rather just get ahead the rest of the map, or get myself ahead on the rest of the map and just win the game. So in lower elos, especially this Yorick, he might, like, this guy, he didn't say a word, right? I'm not flaming him here. It's just in lower elos, I know people will probably flame you if they're like losing, and maybe this Ambassa might even sometimes be pushing or whatever, but it's whatever. Like, this guy's 0-3-0, we're still completely ahead here, 3k gold ahead, and it's fine. And of course, also now you can see, this is what I was referring to earlier with the Rocket Belt. You can see, so I'm just killing this guy, and now I would not get this kill without Rocket Belt. So that's just like the value, right? Like, I would much rather have more opportunities with Rocket Belt. I mean, I didn't really talk too much about the Rocket Belt because I already did in my last video. But I like Rocket Belt. Like, I really do like Rocket Belt. I think it opens up a lot of opportunities. It also makes buying Magi's a little bit safer because you have that extra HP and the extra dash, of course. And honestly, the biggest reason is just I enjoy playing Rocket Belt 10 times more than playing without it. I really, it's so much more fun to me. And also, of course, the quick the quick combos, right? Like, the quick combos, cannot really do them without Rocket Belt, so that's another... It just makes Ekko feel like a more complete champion to me, so because of that, I do build it, and it does not feel bad, as you can see in this game, and like other games as well. So there was something I wanted to say, I don't know. I kind of forgot, but of course you can see at this point, just going back, It's so simple, right? Like I don't even. It's basically on autopilot. It's basically on autopilot. If you understand the basics of pathing, you can literally like you don't even need to think about what you're gonna do most of the time. At least pathing wise. You know, of course, there's always gonna be variables and situations in your games, but still, and at this point, you can also see I'm, of course, looking to invade the Talia to just make sure that she has absolutely no way to really get back into the game. Of course, Yorick died again, so they got the bounty and stuff, but who cares? Like, we're not... Like, I was not worried for a single second in this game, I don't think. Because we were just in such firm control the whole time. Oh, here, I probably could have stayed pushing, but I think Drake was coming up or something. Was it? No, I don't think so. No, I think I just wanted to stop this guy from getting another bounty. So yeah, I also didn't take the crap here or anything. Instead, just run down this guy, get him really quick. Oh, and this man, I just love it. I love being able to do the rocket belt combo. It just feels so satisfying. It really does. And now, of course, I also am in a good position to just shove mid here. And you can see, even without Nashor's, even without Lichbane, my tower damage is still fine. Like, of course, it would be more with Lichbane, but I can still just take this tower in, what, like 10 seconds? 15 seconds? Let's see, actually. So I started at 18:30, at 13. Yeah, so basically like 10, 12 seconds, I probably could have focused it more as well. So you know, if you take it in 10 seconds or in maybe 7 or maybe even 5 seconds with the other build, it will rarely matter, right? So I think because people would probably make the argument that Lichbane Nashor's build might be better for clearing objectives and taking towers and stuff. Yeah, it's maybe a little bit better. Like, certainly it is a little bit better, but it's not like this build is useless, right? Like, it's really not like this build is useless, especially with the Shadow Flame. That also kind of balances out the lack of damage you might have on objectives. So that's why, like in the past, I think I was building Rocket Belt and Lichbane, and that definitely felt a little bit weaker. But Shadow Flame, the Magic Pen as well, it really just makes you not feel weak. And when it comes to Electrocute, look, the numbers are lower than Dark Harvest. They certainly are, but I do really believe that Electrocute damage is worth much more than Dark Harvest, because Dark Harvest damage most of the time it will just be overkill. So you're really just, you know, you're really just farming for the graph at the end of the game and not for winning the game. That's my opinion. Like, I don't know. Of course, Electrocute, since it doesn't have an amazing AP scaling anymore, it sucks a little bit, but it's still... I think it's still good. Yeah, I think it really is still good, because there are just situations where it either will execute an enemy where, you know, after you jump on them, you just get the one shot and you don't have to take another auto attack, which can be really valuable. Or there's also going to be situations where you just get people low. Like, you get them low enough so they are below the 40% and 30% thresholds a little bit faster. And of course, you can see enemies, they have F, we were in firm control, they have basically no way to come back. So yeah, this is simply how you snowball games. It's all about not making massive mistakes with your recalls and overextending on plays that you have no business overextending. So just take the small wins, build the items that you like building, and leave a like on this video. Bye bye.